The project is a meadow installation that is part of work that Tim Parshall and I began discussing, work he had done with students around greening the Westfield landscape, and then work I had done with students looking at carbon in meadow versus non-meadow soils, and we connected based on the work our students had done.
I taught a course to have students think about the ways in which we might add some ecologically responsible ways of landscaping, and the students themselves came up with some ideas about how to establish a meadow and things that we could do to teach in our classes.
So we wrote a grant from the President's Innovation Grant to get money to do this work. We hired a consultant, Owen Wormser, from Abound Design out of Conway, who helped us plan, organize, and understand the process to grow the beginning of our meadow.
This particular space was chosen because it's a fairly large size of lawn and it's near to the buildings that we teach in. And we had to figure out some way to get rid of the lawn. And so one of the first things we did was to have the soil tilled.
Then there was a day of soil and compost put down, another day of mulch put down, and a third day with lots of wonderful volunteers during all those days to install 4,000 plants.
And it was not just students. They probably made up about half of those volunteers, but the other half were faculty, staff, people that are just interested in. I know over the buildup of the project, I've had a lot of comments of people saying, thank you for doing this project. We really look forward to it.
We've been pushing the university, and the president is on board with this, is to increase our sustainability practices. So this falls in line with those ambitions, looking at using less fuel for mowing, lowering our carbon emissions in that way, and then also thinking about landscapes around campus that are disturbed. Grass is a disturbed landscape, so trying to rewild these areas. Increase biodiversity, looking at increasing plant life, insect life, animal life. And a big wonderful goal is, because we're near the beautiful new Science Center, is that students and professors, not just from the sciences, but from other departments, can observe change over time, and anybody can come by here and enjoy the beauty of the meadow as it grows.
We're anticipating a transformation of the whole site in the summertime. So by next summer, we should have 3 to 4 foot high plants that are flowering in bloom like a meadow, and grasses interspersed with that. And so I expect next fall we'll have a lot of opportunity to use that in a bunch of different kinds of classes that we teach.